Like 5 minutes away.
Answer your fucking phone.
Yeah!
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking
Oh, God.
17 phone calls.
I called him 17 times.
17.
I did not leave 17 voicemails,
You
though.
should.
I was still early.
Not early enough. Call time is 6 o'clock.
I still set up perfectly in time.
Oh, okay, and
Yeah,
what if
you
something
did.
broke?
I wasn't late. I was.
You were
What is
on.
that?
You were.
broke.
You were on
bro.
Space Engineers.
You were on late.
You were on
You were
Space
late.
Engineers until 6 o'clock.
Staff call time is 6 o'clock.
7 o'clock our time.
We have
Yeah,
staff
fuck you.
calls?
Sort of.
You know, it's more like staff come
It's a
here. Staff
soft-
be alive.
soft call.
Staff B. Now, talking about phones, who the fuck doesn't answer their phone? I don't.
Me.
Yay.
You all disgrace.
Well, no.
You're all disgrace.
It depends.
I forget if I mentioned it here, but my phone had been on for a total amount of time of 8 hours for a 3-month period.
Yeah, but it depends. If the number is like a buddy of mine, let's say like it's say my buddy Rotor is calling me for something, and I know he likes to drag me into multiple like hour-long conversations, I'll still answer it, but I'll just sit there and be like, yeah, yeah. So that's it. But if the number is unrecognized, or if it's a certain person that I don't want to talk to right now, it goes to voicemail. But I also have that phone phobia where you don't rather not call people because it's always who's going to pick up. You know who's going to be on the other end of the line in cell phone ages. But still, I think this phobia comes from being older when it was only landlines and you didn't want to call your friends because like you couldn't call your friends when you were a kid because when you called their house, you would get their parents. You never wanted to talk to their parents. You want to talk to your friend, and it's fucking annoying.
I wouldn't have the calling and getting the parents. I would usually call and it would be like, up that time again, and then they just pass the phone over.
You just called them on a regular basis like a girl.
So yeah, during times where
I sound like a girl.
because
Girls call on a regular basis at a certain specific time. Girls call just to chat.
You
Call
don't
me a
call
girl.
just to
You have
chat
girl
about,
hips.
Don't
like,
call me a girl.
monster
You're a
truck
girl.
things
You got
while you're
tits.
kicking your feet.
No, don't.
But as I was going
raise
to
your
say,
arms and look at the tits.
also
You got
while,
a little bit of a bump. You got A cups there. You're fine.
also while
That's
eating,
because the
I'm
fucking
eating cheese,
model
crackers, and meats.
sucks.
But
Because you got female model. You wanted the hips of the butt.
There's 2 conversations.
This model sucks.
there is 2 conversations. I'll make it 3.
Anyhow,
Let's have
anyway,
three at
I'm
the same time.
ADD. What's up?
So
Who are you again?
One of the things I was going to suggest for people that don't like to answer spam calls but never know if it's like a friend that's calling. One of the best things to
Use
do
your contacts list.
beyond that, like, so if anybody calls, answer the call, say nothing, set it to mute, set it to speaker, and just listen. Because they won't get an answering machine, so a robot call won't go through completely. And if it's actually a person that's looking for you, if they say the right name, you know, oh, it's somebody that I want to talk to. If they say your dead name and not a fur name, then you just sit there and you wait and you stare at the phone.
Yeah, but you'd be the guy that would come in and call me randomly in the middle of the day and just go, "Hey, Jake, how's it going?" I'd be like,
E.
"Who are you? Who's calling me?"
Oh, one of I don't know if it was on call or when I said it, but I stated that I kind of want to call I want to call Madarin's parents, tell them that I am the new him.
Yeah.
I would still be down for that, by the way.
I know you'd be down for it.
Jake now. And then you just fucking take over his
Oh, that
life.
was scary.
What?
That laugh.
I'm the new Jake, and since you weren't around for 25 years, I expect 25 birthday gift.
I have to get my girlfriend a birthday gift.
You got me a birthday gift on my birthday. I don't remember that fucking thing. Hey, the stage doesn't make you skip when you run on it now. Yo, I fixed it.
So, we're working on the studio in the middle of the show, but
Yeah, bye.
I have to get my girlfriend a birthday. Goose. I have to get my girlfriend a birthday gift, right? I don't know what to get her because it's Death Dinosaurs. I think I'm just gonna get her ice cream cake. But we were talking about this earlier. I know her birthday.
Ice cream and cake and cake. Ice cream and cake and cake. Ice cream, cake and cake.
I know it's when her birthday is, but she works at night, so she's always awake at a weird time. And I was like, I can't just leave the house in the middle of the day or leave the house like before your birthday to get you a birthday cake, 'cause then you would know when I left the house and you would see the cake. It's not a surprise. You're like, oh, he's out doing that, because that's the only thing I'll be fucking doing. But then I can't give it to her, like, I can't do it while she's sleeping because it's the middle of the day, and I would, like, she would see it in the fucking fridge because the freezer is only her food because it's your girl.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because it's a girl.
So
But all of my food's in my freezer.
yeah, I want freezer food too, but she takes the whole freezer and I take
Wait a minute,
up
hold
a little
on.
section.
Hot button topic. Hot button topic. Hot button topic.
What?
Who freezes their bread before they use it?
Me, I do.
You guys are fucking weird.
I don't. I don't.
You guys are all weird. I don't freeze bread.
I don't freeze bread either. I feel like it
So
makes it gross after.
It depends on the bread.
Frozen bread tastes shitty.
Bread. It does.
So
It tastes wet,
I will
even though it's dry.
I will freeze the bread and eat it frozen if it is the
What?
cinnamon raisin bread.
Oh yes. No, that's
Yeah.
100%. No. That's valid.
Guys
And,
are fucking terrible.
Cinnamon waffles. Those things you can put in the toaster. That shit is so good. So good.
I'll just flat out eat like frozen blueberry waffles. The only time that I'll cook waffles is if I want to like put ice cream in the middle. So already it's going to be cold anyway.
You guys buy the frozen waffles. Why not just buy the waffle mix? It's so much cheaper.
Because we don't have
No,
a
it's
waffle
not.
iron
Is
because
it?
my family's addicted to
Yeah,
Mickey
the
Mouse.
waffle irons are like
It takes longer.
it tastes better.
Time is money.
Yeah, and I spend the money to make good food.
We don't
I
have
don't.
a waffle
That's why.
iron.
That
That's
was
why
don't
I'm
have
so unhealthy.
We don't have a waffle iron because my family is addicted to Mickey Mouse, so we just have the Mickey Mouse pancake maker.
so. I found
Okay,
out
but waffle irons are good for more than just waffles.
they are,
They're
but
good for Krispy Kreme.
the
What?
I learned
I'll tell that in a moment.
I'm good with food, and I like food because on the last Jackbox stream we had the Wheel of Enormous Proportions, and it was like, line the food up with the country of origin, and I was going, bing, 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 like all of them just done. I'm like, yep, there we go. I knew exactly where everything was.
The only reason I failed that is because my controller lost tracking for a moment. So
Sure.
I couldn't like mix the like I wouldn't know that Schnitzel and Austria go together
That's
or whatever
easy.
the fuck it was.
Poutine,
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's simple.
Yeah,
It's
like,
obvious.
Pho in Vietnam. Like,
yeah.
that's easy.
Like-
What?
What? You don't know that?
Oh,
What is foam?
Pho. P-H-O.
PHO.
Oh,
What
okay. No, that
jinx?
one makes sense.
Jinx as fuck.
The Avali. The Avali.
Congratulations,
Raspberry, thanks for resubbing to the show that you help run.
I'm gonna.
This is really bright.
It is really bright.
I am
It's,
blinded
like, hurting
now.
my eyes.
It actually hurts. This physically hurts. Well, is
It's
it?
glowing. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's coming at me.
Ah, Raspberry's coming. Wait, no.
Are you at my door, or is that?
Is
Okay.
Raspberry at your door?
Mom just knocked on my door. You know that sound effect that goes in your left and your right ears?
Yeah.
I thought it got played.
Oh.
Oh, right back.
Your mom was there. Your mom's like, oh my god, what's he saying? What's he doing? He's dead. I have a dead newt behind me, but phones. But who was Phone? Growing up with phones, I want we talk of phones a little bit because we've got a topic of phones because we called Matterin 17 times.
And then I had them call me. Well, I had
Yeah.
mute call me because I
hate-
haven't changed.
I hate your type of fucking message. All right. I have a customer with a message like that. I have a customer for my fucking business. I call and it's hello, and it's not like a obviously like wrong number kind of sounding number. It's him going hello, and then so as a business owner, you hear your customer say hello, you start, and then it does like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I got used to it. Like,
It's the ongoing joke of Archer. Like
yeah. Like the fucking if you have a phone answer that is a fake answer and it doesn't have the number is not available thing right before it, fuck you. So fuck you.
What if my answer
So-
machine is, I'm sorry, the number you dialed is not
My-
available for service. Please hang up
my answering machine is me 17 years ago, so I'm 8 years old going, "Hello? Who is this? What? Can you say it louder? Who is this? What?" Ah, never mind. Just leave a message.
Yeah.
The voicemail box is full, apparently.
Yeah, my new phone, my new Chinese phone, it works with T-Mobile, but the problem is, you know like how like cell phones like report when you have a message once in a while, and you're supposed to it's supposed to say, hey, you've got a message, or like the visual voicemail comes up. The visual voicemail doesn't log in because it's not a T-Mobile based phone. It's a Chinese phone. So again, I can't log in with it says mobile data is off and it's on. So fuck you, T-Mobile. I'm gonna probably go to T-Mobile and be like, fix this bitch. Otherwise it's supposed to say like, hey, you have a voicemail on the top, like in the old school style, and you have to dial the number and do it. It never fucking reports that I have a voicemail. And then I restart my phone, like just maintenance restart, and it's like, you have 5 new messages. Fuck, and then I notice like I don't restart my phone for like a month, so I like these messages like throughout the month. I'm like, oh, I never answered these. Text me, don't leave a voicemail. This is the age of texting now. Do not leave a voicemail,
Yeah.
please.
For me, it's been the age of texting for so long, and I don't use my phone as it is. Everybody that needs to contact me knows how to contact me. There's always ways to contact me. But I just don't use my phone, and I've honestly wanted to change my voicemail for like the past 10 years to just, hey, text me. I don't answer calls. But instead I just haven't been able to change it, which is good because with it being a child's voice and a child being a little fucking asshole to people,
Just
you don't
leave
get
it.
spam callers as much because
they
they're
think you're
not
calling
going to
a
deal with
person. They don't,
they're not going to deal with talking to a child that is not able to hear them.
yeah.
You're gonna get that guy who's like, I called this number 17 years ago. It's the exact same. I call BS.
Yeah. Then texting has been a thing for me for even like in the days of flip phones. I've been doing texting more because I hate talking with people on the phone. It's just the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
So the best one was when my first time to Anthrocon was probably my best one with my phone. I think I've told that story where I came back from Anthrocon, and my phone wasn't
I remember
working.
you coming back with someone else's phone.
No, that wasn't Anthrocon. That was another con. But the Anthrocon, the first Anthrocon, I went to Anthrocon with $300 in my pocket. That was $300 was for the room, for the ride there, and the ride back. $300. That's very little to go to Anthrocon on. So
Back when it was kind of that cheap, I remember it like $40 for admission.
$40 for admission, or $50 for admission, or something like that. And the hotel room was 6 people in a single hotel room at the Westin. Regular hotel room, not a suite, so it was packed. Then also, I live pretty far away from Anthrocon, so it's not like my gas bill. Like, I couldn't get there on the regular cars. Like, I would not have been able to. So I took my motorcycle, because my motorcycle got 60 miles a gallon versus my car, which got 28. So I was like, motorcycle. Both the ride there had a spot with heavy rain, and I just got soaked. I had all my clothes in a backpack. And on the ride back, it was the rain the whole way. I followed a storm the entire way. It was 12 hours of fucking rain.
This feels like 2014 because I remember
It was
rain
2010.
on the way. Okay, so it was before.
It was
never
before, but it was 2010. So what happened was I had my old Motorola Razr. So like, because 2010, before I had dumb phones. This was before the smartphone fucking took over everything. So I got like partway through Pennsylvania on the way back, and it was raining so bad. I wasn't using my phone. My parents are scared because I'm a younger person at this point, away in Pennsylvania on my motorcycle. They're scared that they have a super bike going down there. I have a 600cc super bike, so they're scared that I'm going to be a dumbass, and I was. But I stopped at a gas station in East Bumfuck, Pennsylvania, and I just remember walking. Like, it was one of those so rural Pennsylvania that didn't have a credit card machine at the pump. You have to go in and pay for it and then go back out. And I just remember walking in and just dripping as there was a customer in front of me. And as I'm standing there, I left a pool of water around me because I didn't have any rain gear because I was dumb. So I was foot head to toe like I jumped in a river and was just standing there. And then, I forgot the conversation, but I remember there was a comment about how wet it was. I'm like, yeah, I know, I got to get back to New Hampshire. And then I just remember that part. I remember getting close to home, and I was like in Massachusetts, and now my parents know it's raining. It's been a while. I was supposed to be home by now because it's raining. I'm going not that fast to my slick tires, so I'm longer than that. And my mom starts calling and texting and like, hey, answer your phone. I'm on a motorcycle. I can't see this. So I stop for gas. And I'm like, shit, she's called. Try to call. Nope. Buttons aren't working. Motherfucker. Try to text. And it was T9 texting because it's before that. So I'm trying to do the T9 texting, and I think my text message back was, hey, good. And I said that. Just random shit. I'm just like, yeah, there we go. I'm fine. I'm good. I'll be back home soon. But it was like half typed because half the keyboard didn't work. It was full of water.
I imagine that it would just be like rain.
Oh, Pepper. That's my buddy coming inside, probably to poop more. Pepper, quiet. I'm barking now, apparently, live. It's a really good barking impression. But yeah, that was one of the phone stories where my flip phone just did not fucking work. I remember I was panicking because I know my parents. My parents are one of those types that will immediately like call the cops for wellness checks and like need to get, oh no, he didn't respond in like a couple hours. He's obviously in a ditch in the side of the road. Call the fucking National Guard. So I was trying to get something out. My phone wasn't working. I'm like, I'm not going to a payphone. Fuck that. I have a cell phone in my pocket. Plus, I don't remember.
Payphones barely existed in rural Pennsylvania and everything.
I was in Mass at this point. So I was in Massachusetts at this point. I was close to home. And
if you get to Boston, you might be able to get a payphone.
Yeah.
But I don't expect them all over.
I was, at the time, I just gunned it the rest of the way back and didn't get arrested. So that's good. I didn't get arrested. I'm happy to have smartphones now, but my buddy over here, he's a dumb phone lover. He loves his T9 texting. Yeah, he still got his T9. So, I don't know. I use phones became PDAs, and that's something I wanted when I was younger.
Yeah.
So, quick question for you.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
that was the quickest answer.
Have you ever had to deal with customer service on the phone?
Have I ever?
Oh.
I have been on customer service calls for 4 hours before.
Can I tell you how much I hate customer service? And I work in a bank. I sit on the phone with customers who come in and say, I've never been able to get in contact with anybody. And I get on the phone and I'm talking to somebody in 4.5 minutes. But then I feel equally bad because I'm also on the phone for an hour and a half after that point because we can't find a solution to the problem. I hate being on the phone. I don't like phone calls. I don't like talking to people on the phone. I will text you all day, any day. If you need to reach out to me, don't fucking call me 17 times. I'm not going to pick up.
Let's call you 17 more times.
No, fuck off.
One of the things that was kind of funny back when I worked at Goodwill, I let them know I'm never answering a phone at all. Like, yeah, I'll call to the office and it'll just be a quick thing like, hey,
Thanks
hey,
for the
I'm late. I had to flip
sub.
back
12
and grab
months of
my
Crimson.
badge. I'll be in like 5 minutes late.
Yay.
Something like that, and just immediately hang up. But since I won't answer calls, anytime that a phone call would come in, even if I was like ringing out a customer, the phone would just go off, and I just look at it and just death glare. And once it finally stops, I look and I'm like, they know that I'm never going to answer the phone. So a lot of the calls later on in working at Goodwill, the phone would go off. I death glare at it. I death glare at my manager. She walks over, picks up the phone, and hangs it up, and walks back to the manager's office because it'll just set it to there.
Really, Pepper? Really, Pepper? So there's this bird that's underneath our table now.
No, there isn't.
There's a bird underneath our table. A bird under the table is worth 2 in the chair.
What?
What? you're a chair goblin at this point.
I thought about you today. We have
I'd rather you didn't.
one of our chickens is gray and old. And so I know you're not old, but like my family was talking about this bird and like how it's going to be nearing the end of its life. I'm like, oh, it's an old crone. And then as I look over, the bird is like so scrunched up and it's just an orb of like gray feathers and just looking around and just like waddling around. I'm like, yeah. Tiny gray bird, hop.
Oh, I'm.
Affinity for death, also hop.
I don't have an affinity for death. It just doesn't stop following me around. It's tragic, really.
You are dead.
I would argue against that.
I know. I
Like, sure, my heart's not beating.
Am I
no,
deadest?
but-
Am I deadest? Maybe.
I mean, deadest or dentist?
Deadest.
Okay, I was like, the fuck is a
If you
dentist
don't,
have
if you
to...
don't love me at my alivest, you don't deserve me at my deadest.
Basically, yeah, that's what I told my husband when we got married.
All these dead people, what do they do for you? They just sit in the fucking grave all the time.
Exactly.
They
I've put
aren't
it to
even
good
working.
use.
They aren't working for their part in society. They just sit there, take our fucking land, and do nothing with it.
Till
Exactly.
death and etc. do
This
our
is what I've been
part.
saying. You say graveyard, I say antique shop.
Yeah.
You say graveyard. I say waste of money. Let's deport these dead people.
Goodwill. Oh, it's not a waste of money. The bodies are good for the soil if they're left there too long.
I mean,
True, but with all
Goodwill
the
is
fucking
already dead people
embalming.
shit
I'm a
anyway.
naturalist. I'm on nature's side.
Embalming.
I bring life.
Embalming the people, though. Embalming is terrible.
I sound like that.
Why are you dying?
I have. Oh, by the way, I have pneumonia. I have fluid in my lungs
Again?
right now. What's up?
Can we squeeze you?
It also means I can talk like this.
So, you have fluid in your lungs, so if we squeeze you really hard, you will shoot like a super soaker?
So it's not as much like a super soaker. If it were like napalm, it's thick.
Okay, so
Like
we can
gorilla-
light it on
me.
fire.
No.
So if you take hop, you grab them and at one end you blow into it, you'll hear bird chirping through the water.
Yeah, I'm like one of those fucking. I think it's an Inca death whistle or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you blow.
The vases where you just like move
But-
and it's like.
the death whistle. I mean, yeah, that's actually close to the death whistle.
So wait, if he's the bird whistle thing, right? You blow into the tail of the bird whistle, so we have to blow into Hop's butt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
I don't want to do
remove that so you can't.
I don't want to blow into Hop's butt.
How do you make a tube solid? Never mind, I figured it out. Look, sometimes
You
I
mean
need
a
to like
cylinder?
think the thought out loud to figure out what I'm thinking. You know?
I am in
Like
my
the
own.
mon- the in-
I am in my own head. If I sit up like this, my head is down here.
That's why I just like fly and sit on the chair.
I have
Because
to
if I
stand.
sit up,
I have to
it's big.
stand up. I can lay back in the chair like this, like I'm sideways. Let's see if I can just fix
You're
myself in the
big.
chair. Boing, boing, and wait.
Oh, that's broke.
Wait.
That's so bad.
You're broke.
But yeah,
Wow.
I hope people get what I. That's
ADD
the
simplified.
clip. Yeah,
I,
that's that Newt running around.
That's a thought I don't want to have.
So hopefully people get what I was referencing with the water and hop.
yeah,
like,
it's
being
the,
the bird
it's
whistles.
one of those bird whistles.
I used to always enjoy playing with these. They were fun.
You know, I was a terrible child. I don't
What
know
the
where I'm
hell
going
is
with that.
this?
I was just a terrible child. It's
so
a bird whistle.
They're a little whistle
It chirps.
where, yeah. So right here, you blow into it. It blows bubbles that come out and warble it as it chirps out of the hole in the top.
Yeah, so it makes a little chirp noises as you blow into it. Except there's a little bit of water in there that you're blowing bubbles
You
through.
fill it to like about here, and then you blow into it.
Now, as a child, I also was, I was like a mud eater, so I would drink the water out of those because there was water in there and I was thirsty.
Yeah.
Ah.
And then he grew up and would just start like chopping heads off and
They're, like,
drinking
full
them
of
like Capri
spit
Suns.
and shit.
I blew into it and I filled it myself. And then I drank the water.
You filled it. Okay, I thought it like came with like a solution
No.
inside of it or something. And
No,
because-
you fill it
No,
yourself.
No,
Like if you're just like got this into your
They're
mouth and
empty.
you're blowing all
You
the
don't
time,
even
like
know.
you're gonna be drooling into it. Like half that's just slime.
Okay, apparently we're getting a Duff on the stage now too. Okay, it's
Hey, what's up?
Drink the snow globes.
hi. We got
Hello,
birds.
undercover
Birds are
bird.
invading the stage.
I don't know what my feet are doing. My feet are wigging out.
It's not the first time we've had birds invade the stage.
True. Birds are just
What
like
happens?
birds just come on here. And then it's like this
you
is
say that
turning
here?
into a Home Depot
Uh,
or
What?
a Walmart garden center.
Or literally a Lowe's.
Yeah,
I
too.
love when there's like
You don't know that
birds in
reference?
factories and things like that because in order to get rid of the birds, you hire a dude with a tiny falcon,
Yeah,
and then the
birds.
tiny falcon goes and gets the birds for
oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love
I
the
want
one
that
dude.
falcon to be like my boyfriend.
I love the one dude that just like has the little falcon on his fingers driving, and then just like
Who's like throws it out the
throws
car
it out
window.
the window. Yeah, and it just fucking drive by, takes out a bunch of the invasive
Snatches the
bird
bird.
species.
Yeah, yeah. So you
Little
don't know what we're
kestrel.
talking about. Every Home Depot, Lowe's, like hardware stores, Walmart garden centers, they always have a shitload of birds just up in the rafters for no reason. They're just there. They invaded. It's inside, and they're just there. Fucking, it's indoor birds now.
I'm
Yeah.
getting serious nostalgia right now from season 1.
Why?
We had this exact same conversation.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well,
We
fuck
clipped it
you.
too. We clipped it. Remember? Avali's driving the bus.
No.
Oh my god.
Follies driving.
I don't remember any of this, but I.
It was three Avali's in a trench coat. We were having this conversation exactly with Garth.
I don't. Was it Gareth? You mean Gareth 48?
Garth.
That's a
Gareth,
completely
Garth,
different
Garth,
name.
It's an E. It's a freaking E.
Your E.
Clown juice.
See, I couldn't
Are
tell if
you
that was
having-
actually his voice or if it was actually a cup.
Is he having the straw sex? Do you straw sex the cup?
No,
It's a McDonald's straw.
It's not that. It's
Hop's lungs get fucked up enough that he's an artificial laugh box.
you don't understand. Like I'm sad because at some point I will not be able to make this noise anymore, and I want to be able to make that noise.
It literally sounds like somebody dragging like a doormat across gravel.
I mean,
See, it still sounds like it.
I
just been
know.
greeting people.
So,
It's like I'll walk in like
we could make you sound like that. We can just pour sand in your lungs.
I've not got sand in my lungs now. I don't.
If we
what do
pour sand in your lungs, it mixes with the actual fluid in your lungs, and it makes that thick fluid, and then you can have that sound, and you can be gravelly.
No. We're not doing like the shitty backwoods. Like I'm in the desert. I got a hole in my engine tube. I need to patch it with some sand and cement. Like
hop's expensive. Hop is going to be metal shavings. They already work with metal. So I wait until the time when you can just hold a fridge magnet in front of hop, and they just slam their
slowly
chest into
start
it.
sliding across the floor.
This reminds
down for
me.
that.
This reminds me. If you're going in for an MRI, make sure you eat a lot of coins.
that you don't. I don't.
No.
that's-
Do BBs. It's more efficient.
I actually
Steel,
I actually
you gotta
have
make
a
sure they're
really
ferrous steel BBs, not the stainless steel ones. You make
You
sure
know-
drink the
There's a great lawsuit against an adult toy company over an MRI machine.
Did somebody have a butt plug up their ass?
They said it was all silicone, so they used it for MRI to be more calm, and it had metal. It was like a rail gun into their chest.
into their chest.
They
Yeah.
survived.
My
Yeah.
God. Why was there metal in it?
Exactly. It was advertised as a all silicone product.
It was there to stiffen it up, to shove it up your
Metalcore,
butt
At the same
harder.
time, like, I just want to do that because I found out how MRIs work, and it's actually horrifying.
They
the
spin
radiation just
really
makes all the
fast.
atoms align in the same direction, and that also heats you up a lot, which is why there's a giant amount of wind, because otherwise you would just cook your insides if you didn't.
MRIs, if you take the
That's
paneling
awesome.
off, it's just
Terrifying.
like they take the paneling off
giant
and
magnet.
watch it spin up.
It's a giant electromagnet like a microwave.
It's an electromagnet, and those things spin like really fast. You see one of
Like,
those
I thought it was
spin?
like X-rays, radiation, but then I was like, no, like, oh, we make all of your atoms turn in the same direction, and then we send
Yeah.
the radiation through, and we can see. It's like, how did you figure out you could turn atoms?
because they all have a charge. You take
Who the fuck was just in a giant magnet? Like, yo, my tummy feels warm.
You can
Like,
you can levitate people with magnets if you have a strong enough magnet.
No.
I feel like the iron
Levitating
would be
someone
ripped out
with
of your blood.
magnets actually makes me want to say one of the things that I wanted to say. I want to fill you with a whole lot of copper and then put you through a magnetized pipe so you fall slower.
No,
Oh my god.
I don't want to glow and turn into liquid.
Okay, like have you seen the experiments where they like levitate frogs with magnets?
What?
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 Yeah.
For fucking
No.
what purpose is this?
Show your work, motherfucker.
Well, you want to see that for levitating frogs with magnets?
What
Your sources.
Hold on.
I want to know what that rough draft looks like. Like they had the idea of like, if I got $1 million, I could float frogs with magnets. I don't know for what. What can we do with that? Like just magnetic field.
So
stuff?
we need more
I
born
mean-
billionaires and less shitty billionaires.
I do remember that they were doing research similar to this. It wasn't necessarily magnetism, but they were doing it based on sound waves. And the idea behind it was that they were trying to separate liquids of like certain medicines. That way they can just kind of add it
This
in.
one?
But they're probably trying to do something similar
Alright.
with like a biological, like
All right. Yeah, I got
Friggin' frogs.
I got my work. If I'm trying not to like get like the actual like done like videos so I don't steal their content or anything like that. Just like showing it happening is the main video that I want to show.
Yeah.
You can
I
look
mean,
up.
it's
You can
still-
look up.
still
It's
give
called
credit.
It's called diamagnetism.
Oh my god.
Look at him go.
Yeah. They took a frog and they
God.
levitated them with some magnets.
His insides have to be boiling.
They just took them. They just took a lot of magnetism and just floated them.
That has effects on
Okay,
organics,
no, you know
though.
what? I honestly hope that that's not magnets. I hope that that's sound waves just pushing the frog into the middle.
no.
Like,
That
when
at
you-
that
when you get-
point, that's straight up magnetism.
They just everything's magnetic in some way, shape, or form. So it's just like with enough power, you can do whatever you want with magnets.
I
yeah.
like the,
Did
like the
ICP
thought of
ever
it
figure out
being
how they work?
music.
Magnets, how the fuck
Oh
do
my
they
God.
work?
How many
Yeah, I was about to
magnets
say,
to
did
float the insane
ICP
clown
ever figure that
posse?
out?
No, I don't think so.
They
That,
didn't
have
figure
you, like,
that
you've
out.
ever actually seen that song is actually great if you've not actually heard the whole thing
Yeah.
because it's so far from what you would expect from that group. It's the best thing ever.
No. So the farthest thing that I've found that I expected from
Is it one of the kids a
ICP
furry?
is yes, Ruby is a furry.
Is it Violent J's kid or the other one?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Jay's kid.
Fuck
I
yeah.
think it's great that he's being supportive for his kid, though. Like,
I'd love to go to the gathering and see a bunch of fucking Hatchet Man furries.
That's already happened for like the past 15 years. Like one fur friend of mine has been like, "Yo, you got to come to the fucking gathering," and I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "It is amazing. You think fur cons are great?" Like, I was at the one where they gave the 10-foot bong to Gilbert Gottfried.
my God. God rest his
This
soul.
place is great. My friend dragged me there once. It was a time. It was a great fucking time.
I've never been
Yeah,
really a
just-
fan of ICP, but like, you know, just
So
I'll make an
their
exception for them. It was
music
what
is
was it?
eh.
One of their songs that they had. It was from like Backyard Wrestling. If you ever played it as a kid, fucking loved that. And I think it was just homies, and it was just literally about being there with your buddies.
yeah,
And the whole game premise was just
absolutely.
beating the shit out of people in the most
Yeah.
WWE kind of way, but just in like random public settings and causing all sorts of shit to go wrong.
They're definitely goofy
Yeah.
and weird, but like I feel like they have a worse rap than they actually are. Like
Yeah.
they're not terribly musically. It's
No.
not great, but it's not bad. Like I've
So
heard worse.
they actually stand by being the worst band on earth, and they fucking wear it as a badge.
Oh hell yeah.
But
Yeah.
like they love everything. They don't take themselves too seriously.
Clowncore is the
yeah.
worst band on earth.
Clowncore is amazing.
I
Fuck
love
yourself.
Clowncore too, but but
Just
listen to
force that dude to
Clowncore.
keyboard and drums at the same time, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's not that hard." Okay, do it.
It's
Show me you play
hard,
two
but
instruments
like
at once.
it's hard, but their music is literally toilet.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of their album. Have you seen Van? of it?
I haven't seen. I haven't done.
Dude, people saw them in concert and they were mad that the concert
It's-
was 20 minutes. It's,
it's-
like they have 10 5-minute songs. What do you expect?
It's
like 10-minute
smooth.
songs.
It's smooth jazz mixed with like grindcore.
It's like smooth
it's-
jazz, technical death metal, and dubstep, basically.
Yeah.
Because there's a really heavy like
Technical
rhythm
death
kind
metal.
of
It's-
edge to it.
It's like what is?
Okay.
They were high off their
So-
ass when they came up with that music.
So
Most
The-
composers are.
Yeah.
the honest things to state what they are the non-MIDI black MIDI. They are splittercore in some aspects. They're just
I'm putting
clowncore.
Fone
They're
on
whatever the
They're
fuck.
clowncore.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish. Now we've gone on from phones to music, but I wish there was more experimental bands, like experimental styles that they remember the '90s, like when there was just experimental styles happening all the time. Like you couldn't describe the type of music style it was because it was just that band. That band was doing something weird,
Yeah.
and that sounded good. You couldn't say if it was
you
rock or
had-
something. It was just weird.
Fear.
It was
Aphex
like that,
Twin.
and it just fell
was-
into underground.
It was mostly just all terrible. That's just the main thing I get from the 90s.
I mean, Mr. Bungle was awesome.
I like the 90s, but I'm a 90s kid.
I love Mr.
okay.
Bungle.
But I liked the 2000s more a little bit. Like
Like I was
90s were
born in
rad, but-
'97, and maybe I'm a little biased. It's just
2000s had better music.
Yeah,
You're
it did.
young. You don't understand.
I'm 26. What do you mean?
You're young.
Yeah.
No, your response to that shit up, you had 26 feet. I'm a veteran.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I know. I remember where I was when the towers fell, all right?
I was in 5th grade.
I don't know where the hell I was. I think it was at a doctor's
I knew what was
office.
happening. I just saw a free day off. I was like, hell yeah, we're going home. And they're like,
I
what
already had
happened?
the
I'm like,
free
a lot of
day
people are
off. I was
dying. We're
just-
going.
Okay, hang on. So since
I think I was in 8th
you
grade.
mentioned veteran, anybody gets a veteran discount if they can identify the time of YouTube that this was. I'll only play the intro to it so that we don't get a copyright strike.
Our media.
What?
Yeah, it's a music video too, so there's a few moments to it.
Oh, it's immediately. I know it. Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
Is that the one with Master Chief, Scout, or not, Ellis, Soldier?
No, I put on the actual music video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's like 2006 on the fucking dot. I remember finding that fucking paralyzer in
that
freshman year of high
fucking-
school.
Not even 2000. 2007.
That fucking
Specifically
song
one
is
over.
on the radio too
Was it really?
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted. It was either that or that. There was like a weird electro song that every video played, and then they had like a text to speech thing like right above it before the speech. Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
he knows
like-
what's up.
So somebody has that as an item in here where it's actually a text field, and as you type in it, it will start playing it for you.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember the times before YouTube.
Dude, I remember when YouTube came out.
same.
I was showing it to friends in high school. Like, what's YouTube? Is it safe? And I'm like, I don't fuck. Probably. Who
I
knows?
used
It's like, we're from
Google.
4chan.
Oh
What does
my
it matter?
I used Google Video.
What the hell's Google Video?
Yeah,
I forgot
remember
that existed.
Too.
Yeah,
Google
before
Video was YouTube
I was on Google
before
Plus.
YouTube.
Thank you very much.
it was.
I was too. Oh, actually, with that, there is something that I need to bring up. Anybody here who knows Shiggy, Shiggy or Fox, I might have known them since 2016 because I found chat logs from Google Plus with Shiggy, and I'm like, is this the same one? Shiggy's like a very uncommon name.
Yeah, like I remember Google Video. I started on Google Video and was like putting videos on Google Video, and I was a fucking. I'm glad I'm older and I didn't. Like all the shit is gone now. Kids nowadays that put videos up, they're living with that for like ever.
That's the rest of their life.
Ever. The dumb shit
My
I
childhood
used
was
to
not
put.
recorded.
Yeah, the dumb shit I used to put on Google Video or just recorded on like VHS tapes. I'm glad those are dead.
Oh God.
Yeah, my dad still has all the weird tapes that we made, which
I used to do
I should get rid of. There's a lot of
claymation.
fires on that.
I used
shit.
like I used to do. Okay, so back in the day, we had our VHS camcorder. So it was a full size VHS camcorder. It's actually still in my basement, but like, you know. Old school, over the shoulder, looks like a fucking like television camera. I
Yeah.
used to take that with VHS and do claymation with it, but there was no one shot take. So you would have to like hit the record button, hear it spool up, get the started, then hit it off, and then do your shit as I was a child. So I made these stupid claymation videos, just one hit at a time and not being perfectly accurate with like the frames. So sometimes like one little frame was a little too long, and I would do that. And then I learned my dad used to do that in the 70s. Like, when he was a
Yeah.
child, like, he still had those. That was funny. I remember one of the things my dad used to do. He would, like, do with his brother, he used to do butt races.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You don't know butt races?
Apparently not.
Okay, so a butt race video is when you and somebody else sits on the ground and somebody takes one like frame shots. And back in like the 70s, you could do that because it was the reel-to-reel film instead of like VHSs. So he would do that one frame at a time, and every frame they would move a little bit. So then as you put it all together, the butt race happens, and you guys are all like jumping and on your butts, going through like the town, and maybe like you'll be up on your side, and you'll get. And he would do that like an old like 80 millimeter. Like it's
Yeah, I got.
Dude, like, the closest we got to that as kids is me and my brother and sister would get in the giant metal mixing bowls and spin on the floor in the kitchen. And thinking about it now, I think we probably had some mental damage at that time.
I remember my dad telling me the story about him doing the butt races with his brother, and then you would see this. You would like he actually had some like copied to VHS, and he showed us. And then you could see my grandfather, you know, his father, who was very into doing like the yard, and they would just ruin the fucking yard as they did the butt races. You would see like all of it nice, all dug up and ready for like planting, and they just ruin the shit like through the
His
video.
lawn.
All right.
I guess people didn't care about their lawns back in the 60s.
Oh, they fucking cared so much.
Where's the split the room that I have?
Like I used to do the claymation.
There we go.
I'm glad though those claymations don't exist because like they were so dumb and
Yeah.
then like the
I mean, they could still do it though. That's the thing.
the radio.
My
the
dad still has all the fucking tapes.
The fucking
I was trying to do like Jerry Springer in the basement with my sister and her friends. That was
So,
bunch of freaking like 7 and 8 year olds trying to like mimic Jerry Springer.
outside of the,
All right, while you're-
the butt racing, we also have this classic video. I referenced this to somebody and I found, oh, you've been around for a while too because you
this
remember
one.
this.
Oh,
Let's
this
see.
is the one with like extra steps.
yes, that one. That's similar.
I always love
The
this
leg
little
motion.
upper thing.
Woo, 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 woo. I remember that video, but yeah, I'm just remembering now the childhood shit and let's see if we could like have similar childhood. Who grew up in a multi-level home that when they were a child?
What do
Like
you mean by multi-level?
you had stairs.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
You had stairs.
My
No
sister
stairs.
went
No
cartwheeling
stairs.
down them once. It was
Okay.
great. We didn't. So we had stairs where we didn't have a
Are
railing
we?
or like
Uh-huh.
a railing at the top.
Yeah. So did you have couches with removable cushions?
Yep. This is going exactly where I think it's going.
Oh, boy.
Did you make slides?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. No. So what we did,
10th
we
birthday.
like
I
we
have Larry
our parents
smashed
let us
his.
use our twin mattresses.
For my 10th birthday, you know those chairs that like you can fold them out and it's just like a cot
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
the 3-level things. Larry rode one of those down the stairs, smashed his face into the metal pole supporting the house.
Oh
and
my
just had the
God.
happiest like Andrew WK nosebleed.
Yeah. So what we used to do, we used to have like we would take all the cushions off the couch and lay them from ground floor up and have a giant like just flat slide of just couch cushions, and then we would like run and jump down the stairs. The couch cushions prevent you from getting hurt until you slide. Oh no! I need to hit the button.
Oh, Newt
died.
Newt went pink.
Ah! Newt died. Hold on. I'm coming here. I'm hitting. Yeah, I can't hit the button from a distance.
Technical difficulties.
There we go.
It's just Newt dead in the corner.
Newt's dead.
That's
Okay,
me in
Battery,
the
hit the button.
corner.
Hit the button. It's just you.
The stream is me now, bitch.
Fucking change it. There we go.
There we go.
So we would die just like Newt did. So
Newt's like,
we
"Sorry."
would jump. We would jump down, and then that's a glitch in Resonite. I don't know why. It's like we've ever since going to Resonite, like there's supposed to be a thing like when you leave the world, your camera gets deleted, but for some reason, sometimes it's just other people leaving causes your camera to get deleted. Don't know.
Coffee.
So like we would just go down the stairs, and none of our stairs ended with like a lovely like straight. It would just end to be a corner. So we would slide down the stairs and just bang right
Face
into the
first.
wall. But we
Oh
were,
yeah.
but
Did you
we
ever
were
like
kids.
scorpion it? Like your face hits the landing first, and then your legs go back over like over your back, and you
I've had that shit.
My scorpion story.
got stuck. My foot went through the
while
wall.
body surfing, I had a backbreaker wave, so I got slammed into the fucking beach, and then my legs went over me as I'm on water, and like as I'm sitting there on the fucking beach, just panting and just dead. Finally, after like 5 minutes, a lifeguard comes over. Hey kid, you all right? I saw that, and the noise I made is a hop noise. I just.
Yeah, just like that.
I need to learn how to do that on command. I want to be able to make that noise on command so bad. I could do so many cool sound engineering stuff with it.
Yeah, we like we went on family vacations to Cape Cod and stuff too, and you know,
That's gross.
Oceanside and Cape Cod, we used to go boogie boarding, and there's never like lifeguards there, so you're just on the ocean side boogie boarding. And I remember one time we used to do what I would call more extreme boogie boarding, where you would wait till like the worst fucking waves and people are actually surfing on. You're like, those are the ones, and then you would. I remember once I got caught in a wave. Okay, there we go. I got caught in a wave, and some of the Cape Cod, like, it's not sand sometimes on the ocean side. It's like boulders, and so
A
because it's
jetty that went under the water and everybody forgot. 30
or
years
like
ago.
or like the rocks coming off because it's eroding so fast. Like the rocks don't have time to like turn into sand as they go. So there's like big rocks sometimes. I remember that I took a boogie board and I caught a huge wave. It crashed over me as I'm probably 10, maybe 12 years old and probably over my head because my parents are great. And then I remember getting, really? I can't hit it. Newt. Did I hit it? I hit it. Go. I don't know why that dies like that. Again, the glitch is fun. Not that glitch, but the so I would hit I got crashed, and my back just went into grinding boulders. And you just crashed on a pretty decent sized wave. You can't breathe. You're like weren't preparing to go underwater, and then you lose the sense that you're upright. So like all I knew is my back went into boulders. I can't breathe. Where is up? There's a riptide. I don't know what's going on, and like trying to find it, like the closest I've been to drowning. Like, cannot like.
So one of the things that I don't know if it is the correct suggestion, but it is hella my suggestion in this. If you are under the water, it got fucked up by a wave, you're not going to drown. Stay under. Stay under for like 2 waves so that you can get up at the right point. Otherwise,
what up
you're
is
going
even.
under from a wave, under from another wave, because as soon as you pop up, you get
Another
fucking
one,
slammed by a
bang.
wave.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you need to
stay under. You stay the fuck under.
orient yourself. Orient where is up.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you're down, you don't know where up is. You're under the water, and you're being like pushed around by a wave.
Blowing bubbles, like slow bits of bubbles, because like you can't tell otherwise. If it's deep enough, there is no sense of up or down anymore. So I just start blowing bubbles, and they'll eventually go up.
You would see that crashing big waves on the ocean side. You would.
I don't know if my eyes underwater.
Yeah, no. Like,
You would-
don't deal with the bubbles. Just go all the way to the bottom. When you're on the ground, you know where
the
down
ground is. Except the ground was also grinding rocks because they were being moved by the waves. So it was just like destroy body.
Get pulled into like a meat grinder,
It
basically.
basically was
hell
a
yeah.
meat grinder in the bottom, and then just like death waves on the top with a dangerous riptide.
Yeah,
I
meat
mean, I'm
grinder,
smart.
Barrels and fucking riptides.
I think I was done boogie boarding for a little bit that day after that, but I think I went back out because I'm good. I was a child. I was
just
ready.
done for a little bit.
Just like, I need to catch my breath. All right, back out to the waves, because I'm smart. I'm a smart kid. How am I alive?
Yeah. Dude, with how all of us have been, and knowing that we're still in a generation where being a child was still dangerous. Not as dangerous as most, but still dangerous.
It wasn't 60s dangerous, but we had the parents that grew up at that time, and they believed in that same parenting of just like, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's what my parenting. My parenting was go outside, don't come back till the street lights are on, and if you get hurt, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. I mean, a lot of the time, my parents were good parents. I know it's like funny, like I say shit like that, like how am I alive? But my parents were good parents. They loved me a lot, and I loved my brother a lot. But there were times when it was just like I was obvious. I was enough to not kill me, and. So, like, it was obvious that they would just get annoyed with us, like, and then you're just like, go outside, go in the neighborhood, don't come back for a while. And that's what we did. And they kind of knew where we were, but, like, not entirely. Like, there was definitely, I was like, I'm going to my buddy's house down the road, and I definitely did not.
Yeah.
See, my parents were too lax. Like, my mom would be like, if you're not coming home, just call me and let me know. Like from your friend's house or whatever.
Yeah.
That's where my dad's like, if you're not home at this time on the dot, I'm kicking your ass. And I'm like, okay. I learned how to be free and contained.
Yeah.
No, it was a double-edged sword with my parents. It was like, hey, we want you to play outside, but they want you to specifically play in the neighborhood all the fucking time. The minute you go outside of the neighborhood and the minute you go anywhere else, they're just like, hey, I want you to call every 20 minutes. Hey, I want to see if you're still... Like, they were overprotective. So it was, we want the adventure, but we want the controlled adventure. And it's like, no, either you give me all or you give me none.
I played on the railroad tracks.
So with us talking about rip currents and riptides and things, I still laugh at this. I'm in the middle of Pennsylvania. There was a flood warning on my Windows toolbar, and when I went to check, it told me that there is a rip current statement in my area.
You're in Pennsylvania.
I am in Pennsylvania, so
that's how bad it is. It's ripping across the country.
In telling this to a friend of mine, he's like, "Go check," and I'm like, "Oh, I know exactly what'll be funny with this. There's a irrigation ditch in the field that like makes the field a different path." I'm like, "Oh shit, there it is!" And I point to the irrigation in the field. That's the rip current.
There it is.
There's gone. But
You know it's bad when you're in the middle of PA and you get that message now.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but you're in a gridlocked state in like fucking Arizona, and you see that and like, oh, well, California, Mexico are just gone. Now we're the beachfront property.
I mean, if California,
we have water now.
if California broke off, would it be really bad?
So I'm in East
Give or take.
Pennsylvania, so if there is
no one cares
riptides,
if
that
California
either
breaks off.
means that
Even
Erie has
Californians.
flooded completely over, like beyond the Appalachian Mountains, or New Jersey's just fucking gone. Good riddance. Like,
I mean, why is it? Oh wait, New Jersey is shaped like a mini California but mirrored.
Yeah.
And they both suck.
Yeah. But one
it's
of the
not-
other fun things.
It's not California or New Jersey that sucks. It's the fucking shape.
I don't remember if that was the same flood warning that went on, but a few years ago there was a flood in Philadelphia area. I think it like came from the Hudson River and just like took out a whole lot of everything on the east half. But so I think it was Franklin Street or one of the streets in Philadelphia just flooded. And you just see a dude doing fucking backflips off the bridge into the floodwater, not caring.
That's gonna get dysentery.
And I'm like, this is great. This just shows the mindset of everybody around now. It's like, yeah, shit sucks. Gotta make the best of it.
You gotta.
Yeah, you have to. I remember there was some flooding around my places I grew up. I remember how bad it flooded. And yeah, there's no one. As long as the dam didn't break, we're fine. If the dam broke, then fuck, we're sucked. We're like underwater because I was in a valley. Like the river came through. I was in the river valley. So if the dam broke, it'd probably be like fucked. But
Yeah.
it never broke. But I remember going to the dam and being like, oh, that don't look too good. Because like all of the floodgates were open, except the floodgates were oversaturated and it was over the top of the floodgates.
Oh, gross.
And I was like, oh, that doesn't seem very good. That might be a problem.
We've made a monument to honor the lives that will be lost in the impending dam disaster.
Yeah.
It's only a problem if you
We
worry about
have
it.
the resources to fix this now. In a few years, we will be wondering, why didn't we do anything about it? I have tendered my resignation pending immediately when the dam breaks.
Yeah, so it's not the first time that place had flooded, though. Like, we had an old store. Actually, it's kind of famous in the presidential back whenever I grew up.
Martha's Vineyard.
Roby's General Store. It was like back when the town was older and a rail town, like because it was built on a railroad track. We used to have a train station like a long time ago. General Store opened like on the railroad track at the train station. That's how they got going, and that's how the town got going. Eventually, it became an industrial rail, so train station went away. But Roby's is still there. Roby's used to be in one spot. It's not there anymore. It's moved. Because there was a flood.
Yeah.
It's still Roby's, but it's not where it was originally. It's just went over here now.
I love things that are just made from disaster in our areas. I still live close enough to Centralia.
I want to go there.
I want to go as
So
well.
bad.
It's back to open. A lot of my friends go
Dude,
in the
they
middle
got
of
rid of the
winter.
giant graffiti road. I'm so mad.
Did they get rid of it or did they just block it off?
It's
Because I'm
gone.
pretty
No,
sure it's
I
still
looked
there.
it on Google. It's completely ripped up. It's all gone. Like the picture of the people who like the Star Wars movie thing out there is gone too. Like it's all gone. That's what I wanted to go see too. The giant ripped up road with fucking
the
graffiti and chalk everywhere.
highways. The graffiti highway, I guess, now was one of the best things. But my friends would go in the middle of winter and like kick rocks around until it exposes steam vents, and you see it because it's winter, so you see like the heat rise better.
Oh yeah. You gotta be careful then though, because with the snow, I imagine you can't see as well if there is a hole you're about to walk into. Well, I mean, if it's hot
Yeah.
enough, it might not matter because it's
Like it,
active
yeah,
coal
the
mine
road,
fire.
the road is going to like have it all
Some
melt and
Silent Hill shit.
everything, but yeah, which it actually is what Silent Hill was based on. But with creepy things like that, I have not encountered one. Has anybody ever encountered a Midgetville?
What?
Oh, what?
What?
So
It's just like
Can you say
a community of little people.
So yes, they are known as Midgetvilles, and there's a
It's
few in
Snow White and the
Pennsylvania.
Seven Dwarfs.
There's a few in Pennsylvania.
You can't
The
say
only way
that
to
one.
find them is you get lost. You get lost, your GPS takes you the wrong direction, and you just come across a Midgetville. All of the houses are like this size of being a story and a half or a story and a quarter, but they're 2-story buildings. And it is just little houses. It is terrifying.
You
Like,
become a giant. It's
I feel like I
macro
drove
micro
so
play in
close to
real
the
life.
camera.
there is a video of one dude that he came across one, discovered it, and like a lot of it's abandoned, but as he's walking through, he's like, that's a fresh animal carcass. That is not that not good. I don't want to be here anymore.
I need to look into this. This is
Oh my god,
weird.
yeah.
It's just
so
your,
weird.
Yeah, you're just your midget bills, your little houses, and it's so they can get things on the top shelf.
No, like
my
the entire
God.
houses are shrunken down.
I know that's
What- what
they're
if they
shrunken
have a
down.
top
They can
shelf?
they can get the top shelf then.
But what if they just didn't have shelves? What if it was all cabinets?
Where are you gonna fucking
Like, imagine if we had cabinet. No.
tall
Imagine if
cabinets.
we had cabinets up to like chest height.
I got tall. I have tall cabinets in my house. All right, the ones that go right here. Like I am a
Yeah, but
tall.
aren't you tall?
I am. My girlfriend's not.
You're part of the problem.
Are you tallest?
Ooh.
Ooh, apparently there's a Midgetville near Pittsburgh.
Look at, let's all furries.
Where's
Furries,
the closest one to Chicago?
furries,
Please.
let's go.
I mean,
At Anthrocon, we go all to Midgetville in fursuit, and they got the
We
midgets in the
march.
fursuits. It will be like a Disney
Oh my
movie.
god, no. Could you imagine when the fucking macrofurs discover a Midgetville near Anthrocon?
no.
Macro
Oh,
fur
I don't-
meet.
oh,
Let's go.
no.
Everyone goes to a Midgetville for a macro fur meet.
Oh my god.
What? What? Do you have conflicting thoughts about this? Like this is a
It's turned
terrible
into those
idea.
weird, like the fucking crime shows where there was like a furry who got shot because somebody on acid thought it was a werewolf. Like these poor fucking just short, like slightly shorter people are gonna wake up one morning. There's a fucking army of people in animal suits outside. You're damn right they're gonna pick up their guns.
They'll be
Probably
like,
think they're all tripping.
yeah, but like,
I want to see a war between small people and furries. I don't condone violence.
let's have that war. I want that war too. I'm gonna
has
be
the
a
same
general.
Vibe as like wanting to see mascots from different like baseball teams beat the shit out of each other. That's,
We
I'm
do.
not gonna lie.
Any mascot that
do.
shows up at Wrigley Field is gonna get the shit beat out of
It's
it.
a Midgetville house.
Yeah,
See,
so
but the thing, there's no context. It just looks like a house.
there's no context until you look at the leaves and the electric box in front, and you realize that is smaller than it should
Wait,
be.
are those weeds?
leaves and weeds? Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Why does it look like a fucking Barbie doll house? Why is it creepy?
Because
So
midgets
here's-
are
You're small
Barbies.
and creep. That's where a murder's been done.
Yeah. They're terrifying because
Why
you
are
look
they
in and
Blair
it's just a
Witching it? Look at the
shrunken.
fucking camera.
Look at
Yeah,
what
this
the.
is-
Okay, hold
So
on.
This is a dude
Look
in
at the dude.
weird
Look at
New
looking at the
Jersey.
camera.
Look at what the dude is doing. All right, the dude's like.
Does he have a face?
Against? No, he's back. He's facing
He's
the house.
backwards.
He's not facing the camera. Why not face the camera? I am not upset about the house. I'm upset about how he's standing.
It's the Blair Witch thing. Like you go in that and you go in the tiny house and all the little short people are standing in the corners.
Like, did somebody put him in timeout? And like, you did something bad.
Yeah, the Blair Witch put him in
go
timeout.
stand in the corner of the midget house. Think about what you've done.
Because we're on this topic. By the way, somebody named Micro just joined. Thought I might throw that in there.
Ooh.
Micro.
Oh, no.
We're talking
Micro's
about
fine.
midget houses and micro joins. He's like, "Oh, I heard about micros."
Yeah, like
Oh
he's
my
gonna
god, we
be
get
so
it. You're into
confused.
micros.
We're in shout
This isn't
micro.
even micro. This is like mini, almost. It's still over a story.
Yeah.
I want to break into it. Like, I could live out some like crazy like fucking Mission Impossible fantasies with a house that I'm like half the size of.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just. I want to get the Amish
Just-
people. I want to get the
I just
Amish people here
imagine-
to build me a midget house.
I imagine like a small house and then there's just hop from the ceiling, like
No,
within 2 feet they're already like near the floor.
I know my life purpose. I now know my life purpose. I'm gonna commission fursuits of the 3 characters from Rampage,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and we're gonna go resurrect that N64 glorious classic.
God.
We're gonna destroy Tiny City.
No. So here's what you should do.
I
We
could totally
already
punch
know
down a
in the
building.
fandom there's a whole lot of inflatable makers. Just make a giant inflatable of each of the
Duff
3,
died.
hook them to cars, and just drive through the town.
What did you do to Duff? Why'd you kill Duff?
He's not. I almost said he's not Duff. I was gonna say he's not dead,
He's
but
not
he's
dead.
also not Duff because he's not here.
He's dead.
He's not here. He left.
He did.
Correct. Well, not dead, just not actively alive at this point in
Just
space.
that's what dead means.
No,
Yeah.
I'm dead-ish.
But you're active. You're undeadish.
I'm active. The body doesn't have a choice, but that's not important.
You're a marionette.
Okay, that's the thing. Like, right, I'm not the bird. I'm the thing that controls the bird.
But you're
the dead body you see
currently-
here isn't me.
Yeah, but you're currently a marionette. Just
I'm
because
the string puller.
you're dangling the thing, but you're interacting with the people interacting with the marionette. You're technically the marionette. Because you're technically the marionette, even though you're pulling the strings up here and make sure that you don't pull the other strings, but you pull the strings.
But it's no different than you like moving your tendons
I am a
and gross things in
brain.
your arm.
I am a brain piloting a meat mech with
There it is.
like skin. Like I'm a bone mech with
Say
skin
flesh
armor.
mech.
No, I'm a bone mech with skin armor.
I want to pat the flesh mech. Like like hunters from Halo.
That
On the
just
climate
looks like
change.
that looks like an
That's creepy.
abandoned house.
They're just in the woods.
I could totally drop
Dude,
kick one of those
roads.
over.
They're
I
fucking
could totally drop
dwarves.
kick that down.
They're dwarves. They're living like
Can I-
dwarves. They
Can I
must all
climb a
have
tree and body
axes.
flop on it?
What?
Ah,
I want to
Like-
see them come out of their thing in proper dwarf attire with axes. I want to see the girls having full beards. I want to see.
Why are the girls having full beards?
That's
oh,
dwarves.
Yeah,
why?
it's
Like,
dwarves.
are we learning about Wolf tonight? Is this something you want to
No,
talk about?
fucking
Like,
dwarves.
No, he's going full D&D. He's talking about dwarves, not dwarves.
lady dwarves have beards?
Yes.
Yes.
Gross. I'm not actually a huge fan of facial hair in the first place, though. I have a beard,
Yeah.
but it's very short.
Yeah, you have female genitalia and a beard. You can't talk about it.
Yeah, you can't.
bearded lady.
Yeah, you are a
Not
circus
a
act.
lady. I have no hoo-has.
Yeah, but
No
you're a
boo-boo.
circus act. We can give you hoo-has.
No, I'm the fucking circus act. I look more bearded lady than Hop.
But you're. Are you something you want
I
to
need a
tell us?
Mountain
Are you a bearded lady?
Well, we'll put it this way. My
Bearded.
sister in middle school, she was walking around like, oh my god, my boobs are finally coming in. I walk in, look, mine are bigger. Go into the fucking kitchen and just grab food.
That's just. You can't be like,
That's
oh, I got
so
bigger
mean.
boobs than you. This is being
I know.
fat. If I didn't stop eating, I could have bigger boobs too. I just don't want to right now.
Oh my God!
No, we've got a bird Roomba
I
on
don't
the
know.
ground.
I don't know if this is appropriate, but I do remember when like that time of growing up, I had a friend that just like got boobs. And it's not like oh they're
Like they
they're
just acquired
little-
them, or-
No, it was like instantly like porn star
Just
level
like one
boobs,
day
and
there
she
was
was like
boobs.
13 years old. It's just like fucking it's not weird because I
what
was
are those?
old that old at that time, so they're of age now. But I do remember like no
Are
chest,
you like
no
saying
chest
you're worried about grooming something your age?
to boob. No.
Yo, no, I was
we're the
better
same
than
age,
that.
that's
I was
That's called
scoring people
experimenting with
older
children.
than me because I kept stealing my cousin Nick's girlfriends. He hated any time that he would bring them around, I'd steal them.
like I remember this person and I don't know what prompted like this is the kind of childhood being an asexual person. I don't know what prompted the fucking thing. But I remember her telling me her bra size, and she was probably 15 by the time I heard the bra size. Is like right before or right about the time I got my car. She was a double D 48. That's
That sounds
huge.
Like a oil, like
That
a
sounds-
motor oil.
Yeah, no, that just sounds like back problems personified.
This is, and she was 5 foot nothing. It was just she grew this way in boob size. Like it wasn't just
Out boob.
just
No,
stretch mark boob like level of just like I have boob now.
See, what you don't know is I do actually have boobs. It's just minor innies.
with you saying that and
You have
just
a bowl of
like
cereal in my chest.
how massive they were and how short she was, all I think is the fucking Inuit woman from the Simpsons movie.
uh,
The what?
Just tell me which way. Shake, 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 boobs.
I don't know.
Have you ever watched the fucking Simpsons movie?
When it came out, when I was like, when did it come out?
2007.
Okay, all right, fine. So when it came out when I was, I think 16, that would be. I'm 32 now. I don't remember that.
I don't remember. I wasn't into The Simpsons when I was younger, so I never really watched
I'm
the
sick
stuff.
of the
but
Steam
like,
keyboard.
My like one shitty
Simpsons
step. I had like
movie.
5 stepdads from kindergarten to high school, and the shitty stepdad loved Simpsons, so I just never wanted to watch it.
I was the kind of kid that watched Ren and Stimpy, Cartoon Planet, Space Ghost.
Okay, like I was allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy. However, my dad had the TV locked to TV 13 until I was in high school. Looking back at Ren and Stimpy, what the fuck was the logic there?
Yeah.
That show was absolutely crazy. Courage the Cowardly Dog, like, this was weird. And then, like, adult someone's like, no, that's not okay for you. I'm like, have you been seeing the existential shit I've been learning about in Ren and Stimpy?
Fucking Rocco's Modern Life. Like,
Or that,
like,
the fact that he's a sex worker?
Yeah, so...
He is a sex line worker.
And he
baby, ooh baby, ooh baby.
Yeah.
He's big.
Like, why was I allowed to watch that, but I can't watch Family Guy?
And I do one thing I remember from the childhood levels of Rocco's Modern Life was the Spank the Monkey game.
Yeah, we know what that is now.
Yeah, the childhood Spank the Monkey. That fucking show.
Back when cartoons were
So
made
many-
equally for the adults as they were for the kids,
Yeah,
because they knew the kids
yeah.
wouldn't know what was happening anyways.
There's some shows that are kind of still like that, like that you can get them, but they're called family shows, not kids shows.
One of the shows that still has stuff like that, but it's like really weird to realize that it's in it. Uncle Grandpa actually
does.
has like a lot of adult jokes to it.
Yeah, I never got
Didn't
quite.
Flapjack too?
Flapjack did.
Flapjack
was just
just
dark.
catered to everything. Flapjack was an oddity in itself.
Flapjack, the Misadventures of Flapjack. What was?
Were you lucky enough to see Over the Garden Wall?
I never did.
I
You need
did
to.
not,
You very need to.
but,
It's voiced by Elijah Wood's the main character. It is a very, very, very good. Like you
It's-
need to see this cartoon.
Every
amazing.
year during the time frame that I should watch it, I never get the chance to.
I put it off for 3 years. My husband finally got me to do it. I watched it 3 times. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
Like, and you figure, like,
I've
you have
seen
to
a
watch
few
it at
bits and
least
pieces,
twice.
but I've avoided looking at a lot of bits and pieces because I don't want to get spoiled on it. But I
gotta watch it.
do,
It's so
I do
good.
have one of the songs that is like a really calm one. Like I have that in my playlists. I cannot for the life of me remember it. I'll have to quickly look that up instead of the Simpsons movie Inuit
Yeah.
Woman.
Do you know another cartoon I liked too that was a more modern cartoon that I, as someone who's older, just like watched was Gumball. Amazing World of
Yeah.
Gumball. That
I
show
was too old
was
for
good.
Gumball.
It was you could be old and watch it too. It had that level of chaos that like the older like
No,
90s
more
cartoons
like,
had.
we got rid of TV when I was like 13 or 14.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't have TV either.
Like I saw
haven't
Gumball at my
had
husband's house when I would like crash at his place, and then we'd be up till 5 in the morning.
Gumball's-
But that was like the only time.
Gumball was a good show to watch too. But that's just the fucking shows that the good cartoons that have mixed in the adult shit. I liked what was it? What was the Imaginary Friends one? What was that
Foster's
called?
Home
for
Foster's
Imaginary
Home.
Friends.
That was a good
Yeah.
show.
That was a very good one.
I remember watching Courage and getting like fucked up.
That was
some of the stuff.
My mom adored that show.
It's so fucking creepy, but it's so
One
good.
of our dogs actually looked just like Courage.
Return
Found
to
it.
Slab.
The song
That one fucked me up.
Return the
the
Slab.
song that went into my
Yeah.
playlist. The song
The
on my
moments were
playlist
just
is
weird.
"Patient as the Night."
Patient of the Night.
Patient is the night.
Patient is yeah.
Oh, like shit, like Calm.
The song "Patient is the Night" from Over the Garden Wall.
I have to look that one up. It had a really good soundtrack. I need to watch that one again. Actually, I want to learn more about it.
The Courage. What about the one of You're Not Perfect?
That was like my favorite
That
episode.
was a great one.
You're not perfect.
'Cause, like,
and it's like this
the great
weird
thing
like
is that, like-
fetus looking thing, just like you're not
Yeah.
perfect.
I didn't like it for the content, like in that terms, but like I liked it because like a month before, my dad got a Laserdisc player, and he found this Laserdisc of like
Laserdisc
like
player.
it was like a demo of 80s cutting edge graphics, like a bunch of like CGI from back then, like
Yeah.
weird shit. But like the animations were like that. I was like, oh, it's like that thing Dad showed me, and then I was scarred for a couple of years because
Courage.
whatever that thing was floating in the abyss.
So there's a world in VR chat that is a VCR that you can put in a whole bunch of different things, laser discs of all these. It's all the demos. Do you know about the hidden VHS in there?
Uh-oh.
They have the lost media that was the MC City like hip hop Christmas thing.
Oh
Like,
no.
you know the one where they memed up the one old lady where it's like, oh grandma, you always know just what to say.
Yeah.
Christmas.
They have that. The whole thing, it is hidden in a little spot underneath the couch. I will
Hell
not
yeah.
tell where it is so that people have to find it in the world
Yeah.
if it's still there. It was so good.
I need to get like more of the Ren and Stimpy collection put onto my my servers, just so I have it. Like,
All right, back.
no, you won't.
There's a
okay.
bunch of shows.
All right.
There's a bunch of shows that I gotta like
Kill the bird.
That's actually beautiful.
I'll be right back. He folds and goes into the chair.
Okay, I need to clip that.
She's gone.
But,
Fucking gone.
all right.
What do you got?
So I enjoy a lot of shows like Mongrels.
Mongrels is so good.
So many people don't know about Mongrels.
I have the
and it's
entire
always so
thing. They
great.
got fucking canceled after 2 seasons because they were
Yeah,
too fucking out there. They talked about what a difference a day makes. All right, about statutory rape. I mean, it's just
one of the puppeteers takes the puppets. I don't know if it's Marion or which one that they take, but they take it every year to EFF.
like that show was obviously made by
Or
furries.
Eurofurence, or whichever fucking one.
Like that's
Yeah, EFF is Electronic Frontier Foundation.
yeah, like
EF is Eurofurence.
yeah, seeing Mongrels is obviously like a puppet show made by furries. Like it's just obvious. It's just furries.
Oh my god, yeah.
Doing what furries do, making the worst thing ever. Then it's just like good because of how much you're going to hell watching it. And for some reason they made it 2 seasons before BBC was like, nah, not again. Just no, we can't have this.
He shot me, knifed me, stabbed me. He poured acid down my front. He managed to castrate me even though the knife was blunt.
Yeah. Bark chickens. When they got around the censor, so they instead of saying fuck, they just made chicken
Fuck.
noises that just sounded like fuck the whole time.
Yeah.
It was all just about. It was like super racist. Like it's a whole racist song about like immigrants. Oh, it's so good. If you have never seen Mongrels, definitely see Mongrels.
The episode that's kind of like kind of fits into like Nazi Germany and the leaders like wanting death and wanting like apologies for a lot of what they've caused. There's one where the fox ends up meeting up with a bunch of fox hunting dogs, and they're just like, I need you to kill me. Like, take me out, please. I've caused you enough pain. Can you end mine? Like types of things like that. And then it's like, I don't want to do it. Accidentally kills the guy. He's like, oh no, I actually did what he wanted.
I have I can have a watch party of Mongrels because I do have it all set up through my servers. I can link it through. I have a video player for Resonite that can hook to my server that I can play stuff off of it, and I have Mongrels on it.
I miss having VR watch parties of mongrels. It was funny.
So I can do it. I could set it up so we can have a watch party of mongrels at some point. And we could. But the only thing I want to fix is Resonite's fucking issue where it desyncs the audio every time there's a little hiccup in the world. And just the audio gets all fucked up. That needs to get fixed. I know that the UI, the settings UI, and everything is getting done now in the IK, but that video sync thing needs to be fixed too. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed.
We have our ways to get around it, and
Pause it and play it
remember-
again.
Well, here's the issue. We had one person that kept pausing and playing because they kept desyncing. We're all like, we're not having any issues. And so it might be whoever pauses and plays is the one that gets the desync. So
It's whoever has. I've noticed what the actual desync issue is. The video plays, but when the let's see, it's the audio's playing straight through. Like when you get that freeze when someone joins, the audio's still playing, but everything with the video stops and it plays, and it doesn't skip ahead to the next spot. It will stay where it paused and play from there. So every time there's that little hiccup and the audio keeps playing, your gap just gets more and more. So it's local. So if somebody has a lot of hiccups and somebody doesn't, that person desyncs, but everyone else doesn't. Which is terrible. They just need to have a check for the VL. It's probably libVLC. How much you want to bet it's like libVLC's fucking problem. Which, we'll figure it out. Eventually. The micro said something. I can't read that at this distance because I am blind. What's the emoji?
It's just an emoji
of what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the emoji?
It's of something getting booped.
It's a boop.
It's an Avali.
Because it doesn't. Yeah, the boop.
Water.
The boop doesn't play on the in game, but we see the Avali, and I could get my screen up real close here. I see a boop.
Water says glitch. Man, you need to watch it. I haven't.
Yeah,
yet.
that's what I was
Which thing?
saying.
Over the garden wall
No,
or mongrels?
Mongrels. That's when we were talking mongrels. I watched it because I was looking at you and I saw it pop up. That's what prompted me to
Okay,
say we can have a
cool.
watch party. Because we need to watch Mongrels more. Mongrels is good. There's a few other things to watch. But fucking you go to hell for watching Mongrels. So if you want to go to hell, if you're not already going, that's the time. Watch Mongrels. Let's see, what time is it? 9:30. We got a little bit of time left. I got my friend over here who caused Pepper to bark for a little bit. But oh, wait, we got a bird coming out of the seat. Good thing no one was sitting there. Imagine you sitting. Imagine if
Junji Ito write a story about this?
like imagine sitting in a chair and just a bird pops up your butt. Like it just boink, just right up your
I
butt.
don't want to do that.
But like imagine like it makes me think of the like when you're shitting. And have you ever been afraid of something jumping up your butt?
There's a video of one woman. There's a video of one woman on TikTok freaking out. She's like, I peed on it. Goes over. There's a snake in the toilet.
Yeah,
like not a small one.
like a whole like ball python just like comes out of the toilet.
Yeah,
and this pee on the snake.
And
And this
like
thing.
up your butt or just
Just in there.
She went. She peed. She got up. She looked and noticed that there was a snake in the toilet that she just accidentally peed on.
Just peed. That
Well,
snake.
it's good it didn't get mad.
That snake might have been into that. But like
was into
it's
it.
pretty common, especially in like apartment buildings, that like animals like snakes, rats, stuff like that just pop out of the toilet from the septic pipes.
I love realizing that we have 11 viewers as we're just
I'm glad it doesn't seem to happen in my apartment.
talking about
bullshit.
talking about literal shit. But like they can jump up out of the pipes, and rats might jump up and bite your ass. Possible. You could sit down and have a rat bite your ass.
I don't want that.
Well, don't poop on a rat.
I do my best not to.
Good. Check before you sit down.
I always. Do you not?
Usually, people that don't have the male genitalia, they just assume that the fucking seat's down and they go and sit.
No.
You're a different one. So there's that's.
I'm not putting my butt in the toilet bowl.
I mean,
My booty is sacred.
being a male who like if you grow up with females, I didn't, but like my mom was the only female in the house. The toilet seat was always up, but they would always want the toilet seat down because when she goes, maybe. But like, why don't you look?
That was never like so. I always hear people like, "Oh, you got to put it down, put it back down." La, 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 la. But it's like, okay, but like, if it's so easy for me to put it back down, why isn't it hard for you to put it back up?
Like, I don't.
It's the same
I
amount
don't
of effort.
actively.
It's not worth a fight.
If
just make sure you don't sit in the damn toilet.
If I'm peeing and I lift the toilet seat up and I leave, the thing, like, it's just as easy for me to pick up the toilet seat after you go as it is for me to, as you to put it down after I go, and you just don't get your ass stuck in a toilet.
I'm usually used to the toilet seat always being up because in cleaning them, I always make sure that they're upright so that it dries off and any water that's on it isn't just sitting on it.
So what I've come to do now is because
Pepper's angry that you leave the toilet seat down. She won't drink.
No, Pepper's upsetty because the friend came back in the house and she's defending from her crate.
Don't come near this cage. I'm in here for our protection.
Yeah, but since having my old German Shepherd Diesel, who liked to see the toilet as a self-filling water bowl, the toilet seat and lid are always down now. It's just become the thing to just dog sees water bowl. Dog go, hey, water. It doesn't understand that that's a pee bowl.
I still remember trying to keep the habit of leave the toilet seats down because of chemo pee being bad for animals.
Yeah, so, but still, the fucking toilet stuff. We need to take a poll at some point. Who reads on the shitter?
Who reads on it?
Like, you sit down. I'm on toilet talk right now. So this is how we're gonna end this.
Yeah.
Toilet talk can be funny, but it's also you can figure out how weird you are. How weird are you? There's two things that. How weird are you? One is, do you have a poop knife?
Poop knife, shit saber, guano glaive.
Do you have a poop? Do you have a poop knife?
Nope. I am not muffin stuffer.
What?
What?
Instead of needing a plunger, if the poop's too big, you cut it so it can go down.
Yeah, you get like a poop knife. If you take massive dumps and it doesn't go down, you cut it with your poop knife.
I'm regretting letting you talk. Period.
What? I need to process it. Is this a common occurrence that you need to chop up your shit?
Okay, so
It's a common enough one. One of our friends always talks about the story.
Okay, so this is a common enough.
What is your diet? You're just out there eating fucking trees like a beaver or something?
So like I don't have this problem. All right, I don't have a poop knife. I never heard about a poop knife until the internet. But like.
No,
apparently,
we heard about it from fucking Collie.
No, there was no. I learned it on the fucking Reddit post. All right, like
okay.
The Reddit post is where the Reddit post of poop knife. That is the big thing about poop knife. That's where I heard about the poop knife. But in doing so and learning that more people have poop knives, like why is poop knife a thing? So that's one thing. And then reading on the shitter. Like, some people say you go take a dump and you fucking leave, and that's it. Like, you don't sit down and, like, to the point where your legs are falling asleep.
Be on that what? You shouldn't be on that thing for more than 10 minutes.
Dude,
Yeah.
I sit there and I must have my phone with me at all times when I'm on there. And
They
then
don't call it the restroom for no reason.
you call
That's
it's
medically
the
not good for you.
it's the poop drop off. And then sometimes you got to make sure the poop drop off all your fucking load comes out. And if you have some poop problems, if you have some bowel problems, it might be a couple times you don't want to make a poop lasagna. So you just sit there and you make sure it all comes out and you read something. And for me, it's like
Eat more
K-Bin.
fiber.
No, eat more, fuck off. But like the
Yeah, you tell him, Pepper.
so like I sit there and read for a while. It's not uncommon for me to be on
What
the
do you mean a
shitter
while?
for
How
like
long is a while? How
15
long you
minutes
on that
to a
thing?
half hour.
I
You
used to
should
do
keep that closer to
I
10.
used to do
Literally, like,
half hour to 45
look up-
minutes, but now it's shrunken.
You need to go on YouTube and look up what happens in that area of your body when you're sitting on a toilet seat.
My
Like,
legs
a
go
lot
to
of
sleep
shit goes
sometimes.
bad.
Okay,
Like your
right.
blood goes into your butt in really weird ways, and like you can like have really not good problems from that.
Yeah, and like my legs go to sleep, right? And then I'm like, fuck, I need I need one of those fucking like squatty potties when I'm on there because it'll help. But like I sit there for so long reading sometimes that you're just sitting there and you get distracted. You forget that you're pooping. You're sitting down. You're fucking reading a interesting post on the internet. You're reading about poop knives and you're wondering what the fuck's going on while you're pooping. And then you realize that I've been here for a while. My poop is done. I can finish the night. And then you go try to get up after pooping and then you can't because your legs are falling asleep. You can't feel your feet. You have to like hold yourself up awkwardly on the fucking counters and
This
then you get the
sounds
pins
like
and
such a-
needles. You get like stuck on the toilet seat.
This just sounds like a guy thing. Like I've never heard of this. Like I know I've got different anatomy and chemical makeups in me, and I'm more
So
estrogen than like testosterone. But what the fuck are you eating, dude? I gotta look at your diet.
I remember how I used to like always use my phone all the time, but now that I don't use my phone often, what I do because it's like this is enough time, but I know after this I'm done. It won't take all that long. I'll deal myself either a poker hand
Oh
or
God,
2
you're
poker
dying.
hands for 8 to 12 players, and then just go about a poker hand.
I had to process you were turning into a robot for a second. I had to process that.
Was I?
Yeah, but yeah, you do poker, and you do poker hands while you're pooping.
I just
And we call that
Yeah.
pooper.
what?
What?
I take a deck of cards into the toilet with me, and I deal myself 1 or 2 poker hands so that I have a distraction that's not reading a shampoo bottle for the umpteenth time.
Yeah. So
or looking at random posts on the internet.
yeah, and who else? Like now, I have now. We share a poop connection now. So like.
Don't make a poop connection between me.
We share a poop connection because if I don't have my phone, I must read something while I'm in the shitter. So I must read like everything within arm's reach of the toilet bowl. Like you know everything within the shampoo bottle. You know everything in the hand soap bottle. You know everything about like the what is in your air freshener that's in there.
You can alphabetize the ingredients in the acetaminophen bottles.
Like
You can-
this is is this weird or are we weird?
Yes.
Or are you?
How?
things that I do. One of the things that I
Like,
from time
wait.
to time when I go to the bathroom, I start digging out of the trash and taking out the shampoo bottles that could be used to recycle because
Why are you
I
digging
tell
through
everybody
the trash as
same-
you're shitting?
I dig through the trash all the time
Well,
anyway.
that's
I
a
got
good
2
thing.
laptop shells today
Alexa,
or
stop.
this week.
Alexa poop. But
No. Wait, okay, wait, this is not, no, this is very not normal. You should be like, urge to go. You go to the bathroom, sit down, you do it. It takes like 1 to 5 minutes at the most. Your insides are not that big.
oh
and
no,
then you get up and go.
unless you're like me and then you don't poop for like a while and then you have like your pent up poop that just comes out as like a
Don't
poo explosion.
ever call it a pent up poop again.
Have you never,
That
have you
is
never had one of
fucking
those?
vile.
Have you never had one of those?
I don't often edge my shit. No.
So like am I
I
weird
come
too?
back after
if
2
I-
weeks out of VR, and this is what.
Yes, okay. This is what you're brought into. This is our climax of poop.
Oh
So-
my fucking god.
So, I'm busy. I get busy. I sometimes can't poop at certain points because I don't like pooping in public. Why? Fuck public toilets. I want my own toilet, all right? And if I'm out,
Yeah, so you have to
I don't
hold
have
it
the
for
option of
like a
standing.
day and a half.
I'm aware of that one.
yeah, I hate public fucking toilets. I will make sure that I go poop in my home
I will
toilet.
unload half a roll and make a fucking seat cushion. I will engineer a seat cushion out of 47 layers of woven toilet paper. I'm not touching that shit in my booty.
I hate having an issue where I need to use public toilets from time to time because I'll let my friends know, like, hey, I need to go, but this is an immediate thing because I can't hold it any longer. Then we have to go to a public toilet. One of the worst was in Atlanta.
Wow, you're
Do you
fucking.
understand him?
No, it's not. You're breaking up again. I was gonna say.
No.
I was gonna say about pooping in public. I will make it a point not to poop in public to the point
So
where
you maybe
I will
wanna start-
my poop will go back up like a turtle,
Mm-hmm.
and it will go.
First of all, that's referred to as prairie dogging, I believe.
No,
Secondly,
no,
you might want to add
prairie
public
dogging is when it's
restroom
coming
to these
out.
statements.
No, prairie.
If someone tunes in right now, all you see is I will not be in public. Like, yeah, I hope you don't.
They are going to be intrigued by the fact that we were talking about this. But no, prairie dogging is when it's coming out and you're growing a tail.
Please.
That is prairie dogging is when you're growing a brown tail. When you
Shut the
turtle
fuck
it,
up.
when you turtle it, all right, like it goes back in and goes hiding away for a while. And like you have an urge to poop, you hold it in, and the urge goes away, and then you get the urge later.
I don't know if you'll understand how insulting this is, but I'm going to drive to your house and put a bottle of Malort in your PC. Malort, for those who don't know, is a tequila made in Chicago, Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst you could ever taste.
Like when you forget you need to poop.
What does that... How? How do you forget you need to do that?
Because it goes back in.
Do you have like the kidney stone equivalent of shit or something?
Sometimes. Sometimes I have personally also got on the scale before pooping, pooped, and then got on the scale again to see how much weight my poop was.
I've definitely done
do
the
I just
way
not
poop.
have enough testosterone for this? Like, I've never heard this shit before in my life. Is that Lorelai?
No, wait, put that back. Yeah.
Oh, that bug-eyed bitch, dude. Why does she look like that? She looks like the aliens from Men in Black. Dude, when she got reelected, she straight up said she would not interview white people.
She looks like the alcohol version of Beetlejuice.
Oh, no. No, this is Beetlejuice from the South Side.
Oh my god.
This is Beetlejuice from Harvey, Illinois.
Oh my
Beetlejuice
good
out of
lord.
South Calumet City.
This is my first time watching, and I'll be honest, I've never been happier to walk into a poop conversation.
Do not encourage this.
What? No, encourage us, please.
No.
My God. So with that, Beetlejuice plus Beetlejuice.
Dude, shit, like, this was like.
I just fogged up my own VR lenses. God damn it.
If you ever want like one of the best videos you can find, look up the girl on Twitter like reviewing her Super Bowl spread of her. Like, it is the most nonsensical foods you've ever seen in your life. Like, you could not make a meal out of what she put on her table in like an attempt to show off her food for. Get the fuck out of here.
Beetlejuice plus Beetlejuice equals her.
She's Beetlejuice squared.
Oh my good fucking lord.
I told him to do the fiber thing, and he just said no. He wants to shit for 40 minutes a day and have horrific
I mean, like,
hemorrhoids.
I'm not changing my diet. Like, I eat the worst food, all right?
How often are you shitting blood?
What?
How often you shitting blood?
I mean, sometimes you
once
don't
a
shit
week.
full blood, but like sometimes you might poop a little bit too hard if you had to wait. It's like it comes out way too hard and it feels like a fucking dick's coming out of your ass backwards. Then you might wipe and go, huh, that's not right. But like, other than that, not really.
You need to see several doctors.
Many of which for mental.
I would say at least one psychiatrist, please. Seek help, do better. What the how do you like just like are you one of those dudes who like at work like 40% of your shift is in the bathroom?
No, if you were
Well,
pooping,
make a
people
dollar,
at my job
I
who
make a
literally
dime.
4
That's why
hours
I
of their
poop on
day
company
is in the
time.
bathroom.
hey, if you're gonna poop, all right, this is the only time I condone pooping at like not your home bathroom is when you're on the clock. Because
Yeah.
would you rather poop and not get paid, or get poop and get paid $20 an hour?
There's a thing for this.
Get poop and
Boss
get
makes
paid.
$1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joss makes $1, I make a cent. That's why I'm pooping to pay my rent.
yeah. So like,
I don't
if you're
think
going,
that's how that
if you're going to poop anywhere
goes.
other than your house,
It's
doing
a
it on
second
company
word.
time
Blow
is the
your
best
whole
place, best time to do it.
I don't think Taco
Yeah.
Bell's even real food.
I have Taco Bell right next to me. I want to go back to eating it soon.
I can't think about Taco Bell because like the other week we were getting me Popeyes and then like my husband got into a car crash and I forgot to take his like $20 like box dinner from Taco Bell off the roof. And as we're driving away from the car crash, we hit like 40 miles an hour. We hear a weird thunk and we just see that box of like $40 of food hit the fucking
Chalupas.
highway. And he's like, "You forgot the box on the roof, didn't you?" I was like,
I remember.
I was like, my husband just had a car crash, and I forgot his fucking $30 box of Taco Bell on the goddamn roof.
Yeah.
I was like, and the thing is, the one next to us wasn't open for some reason. We had to drive like 30 minutes away
Back.
to get it. So it was, oh,
like,
just don't eat Taco Bell. Eat real Mexican food.
yeah, Taco Bell's terrible. But I'm just reminded now of you dropping food of when I went to my friend's house and I bought like a bunch of fucking food like from McDonald's, and it was like out in the rural areas, so like the McDonald's wasn't close, right? And I was driving along and I hit the like someone was a dick and I pulled like was slow or pulled out, and I had to hit the brakes fast for some reason. I think it was somebody pulling out in front of me or something, and I slammed the brakes. All of the food from McDonald's all over my floor. I'm like, like, yeah, there goes the fries. I have floor fries now. Like,
The best kind.
they're terrible when you don't clean your floor mats.
It's like I used to take such good care of my car that I would eat food off the carpet because A, no one ever goes in my passenger seat, and B, I regularly clean it. Then my car got broken into, and the people didn't clean the glass out, and I don't have time to do that myself. So like, my car is just full of broken glass still, which is kind of annoying.
Woo! Well, we've got what, 8 minutes left of the show. We've got
We got 8 minutes left for you to talk about the poop connection.
Our poop-
Although the
our
poop
poop-
connection
where we
exists when
share-
you and a buddy are on the toilet
The
at the
Poop
same
Connection
time.
is like the manly
It's a poop
version of the
network.
Sisterhood of Traveling Pants.
yeah, like when you share a poop
That's not my
connection with
connect.
somebody, you poop
Husband
similarly.
is stealing my legs.
Like, you share a poop connection, like, you can talk about poop things with this person and they get you. That's
I
your
don't want to
poop
talk about poop things
connection.
with anyone.
You're not a man, so you don't.
How?
You're
My
not.
beard would beg to differ.
You're an enigma. So, like,
I know old women who can grow better beards than most men.
So, like you share this poop connection, right? And this is I
Sure.
think this is primarily a man thing. When you go out of the toilet and you go and, man, I had this big shit, and you like, have to explain it. You have to explain what you've just done. And for some reason, men do this to each other, and it's almost like a challenge. It's like, my
See-
shit's bigger than yours. Like,
My friend in high school did that. Like, he would just send me pictures of that, and every day I'd like, stop.
now, taking a
doing
picture of your
this.
own shit is wrong. Don't take a picture of
No,
it. You have to
he would just do it and send it
describe
to me.
it.
Because in high school, he was really a big fan of this website called Rate My Poop. I hate him, and I hate that website.
He probably had a poop knife. So, like,
Stop with the poop knife.
so
There's no such
It's a
thing as
man.
poop
I
knife
think
that can't hurt
either
you.
I am weird, or like my friends are weird. The
I
male
hate-
friends. You
I
just
hate
go and
that I
talk
looked
about
for
your
a
bathroom
meme.
escapades.
I hate that I looked for a meme and it actually showed a person that looks like Wolf.
What? I can't. Doesn't look like me.
It looks like you.
It does not.
No, it does
No,
not.
It
you-
looks enough like him.
There's no,
No, it
fucking
really doesn't.
sideburns. It's too dark skinned.
That man is clearly not a mechanic.
Yeah. Now, pooping in the display toilet, just don't poop in the display toilet.
That's not advised.
Not advised. But like, they set them up so it looks like you can.
It's in the middle of a store. What do you mean it looks like you can?
It's
How
European.
brave are you? It's Europe. That's not. They still have walls.
Hang on. I found another
Fuck
Lowe's toilet thing, and it actually fits because what's one of Maine's exports?
How much toilet stuff
Lobsters?
is there?
Lobsters.
Who drops a live lobster in the toilet at Lowe's? Why?
They will use the knife to cut your sandwiches.
The poop knife. The poop knife can.
No,
The poop
no,
knife is
no.
multi-use.
The
That's
poop knife
called-
is going to be how you
that-
go in the ground if
that
you
is-
fucking do that.
That's an auto castration device.
No, the castration
no,
device is the
no.
rubber band.
The auto castration device is sitting on the wrong hood ornament. The ones
What?
that like pull the hood ornament away and then it's the knife that pops up.
Oh, that one. That was like knife.
What about the?
It's a very specific use.
I mean,
Oh,
we
I think
got.
Disconnect still. Isaac exists.
Don't sit on the hood of your Rolls Royce.
I mean,
Giddy.
if you modify it, it could.
The spirit of ecstasy will turn into a different meaning.
But like, what if you replace the knife with something entirely family friendly and not vulgar
spirit
at all?
of ecstasy?
Or what?
Wow.
What?
This has been our last episode. This has been fun. We've talked about something. Every time I get like something I think is going to be really funny, why does it always have to be when I'm pooping?
Ops toilet.
Why do
It's
it's too
called-
much time in your life?
Dude, it is
spent on
the
the toilet.
fucking
shower thoughts.
it is the throne room. It is my poop thoughts.
It's your throne.
That would be such a waste of bones, though. Like, I could do stuff with those. I'm not gonna dookie on them.
Yo, you dookie in the
I'm
bone
dead.
mouth.
You're
This
not
is a dead
dooking
body. It
on the
doesn't do that.
bones.
It's dead.
It doesn't
The body
matter.
doesn't-
This is your throne.
Can I have a full seat instead of a hole?
No, that's where the dick goes.
Whose?
Whoever.
You know, in all honesty, I would actually hate having a toilet like this because of how much you'd have to like spot clean every little fucking
Yeah,
nook
I
and
wouldn't, like-
cranny in it.
No, I see. I got a shower head that also has like a pressure washer in it because I'm extra like that. So
Oh my god, I want a bathroom that just like the tub is just gone because I don't take tubs, I do showers, and just replace the whole floor with shower so that it's just
Yeah.
a sink, a
Like a
toilet,
Japanese bathroom.
and full room shower.
wet room.
Yeah.
Like
I no.
completely.
What I
feel like
want
I'd
from
like
a
that, but,
Japanese.
like, dude spray too much when they're standing at the toilet, and I don't want to be sitting on the like the all wet
All right.
ground and like there's just like some
What-
dude's pee.
What I want is a bidet.
Yes.
Those
I-
are cheap. That's not hard to.
Not the cheap bidet. I want the fucking Japanese bidet. The one that like will like aim perfectly and make sure it's all warm water that's perfectly temperature and it'll like
like,
blow your
extra
ass with a
excrement.
pressure washer. And then it will also blow your ass with nice warm wind to dry you off.
I don't want wind on my butt.
I'm
You
going to
want
shove a
Windex.
pressure washer up your butt.
I don't know you're Japanese.
What do you want to be? Dude, the Japanese have everything. It's awesome.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so fucking.
That's some
let's
good
go-
stuff.
Yeah, let's all go be Japanese.
I mean, hey, if we did that thing that we did to them to us, we might be better for it.
I mean,
I mean, it worked out for them.
they mutated to like a higher power.
There's no mutation. This isn't Fallout.
Japan. Oh, I should not go there.
I like how he finally caught up to what I was talking about.
I'm a terrible person. I'm going to hell.
So we should
for
get back
it.
to ending the show because we have like 9 seconds.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
Let's end the show.
I have something that'll be an okay like combination of everything we've talked about throughout this entire thing.
Poop
Who in their
telephones.
childhood has made a toilet paper fort in the middle of a store?
I have not actually. I have not made a toilet paper fort.
Just like hiding in the aisles behind paper towels and toilet paper, making little forts.
No, absolutely. It's Sam's Club.
Yeah,
The moment we got
have
Sam's Club
not.
card, I was like in the fucking racks. Like you didn't see me again.
I have not done that. But
oh, the faces you get when you would be in those muscular clothing racks and somebody like goes for a t-shirt and a child pops out.
They just like grab their hand.
yeah.
Oh, they scream.
So
Oh, good times.
So let's let's say the things that we should say for ending the show here. Please, if you're not part of our Discord, join our Discord. The link is in the chat. You guys can talk to us, play games with us. If you're a Twitch subscriber, you get access to our Jackbox game streams, our community game streams, earlier access. We're getting more Jackbox engagement now, which is fan-fucking-tastic. That rolls into do be a Twitch subscriber. You could give us your $5, or you can, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sit there and use your Amazon Prime Gaming.
Use
sub.
Bezos's money.
Use
It was a
Bezos's
long
money.
time,
Gaming.
but a death by 1,000 needles.
Yeah, you can link your Twitch and your fucking Amazon Bezos account, and you can use your Prime sub with us, and it gives us money. Then you wouldn't have to spend any extra if you want to show support that way, or do any streamer that you want. Also, we do our Patreon. We still technically need to update that, but I think that's going to be a fucking next season thing. As we're very busy right now with a lot of stuff. Our stream schedule has gotten higher, but our free time hasn't. So we've been like alive, but we've been like doing some our real life and then streaming and then real life and then streaming. So we've been kind of pushing ourselves a little bit to produce content. Talking about content, our Friday Baldur's Gate 3 streams, we're going into Act 3 now, getting to the end game, and when that's over, we're working on our Space Engineer server and getting it running and people wanting to play it and the factions working, and we're going to swap. Once we're done Baldur's Gate, we're going to use that for Space Engineers stuff as well, once the server's completely going. If you want to be playing that with us, we have a Space Engineer server. You have to be on our Discord to be able to join the Space Engineer server. So please, if you play Space Engineers, you want to join the chaos, blow shit up, murder Mandarin, we can get you in Space Engineers, have some fun with us. And next week is a holiday. We're going to try to stream. No guarantees on a Thursday stream. We're going to try. If you guys want to join us on Thanksgiving...
we mostly have an agreement that we'll have at least somewhat people, because your family's plans are
middle
lunchtime.
of the day. Yeah.
My family is lunchtime, middle of the day as well. I'm free for that. Mandarin's family is thousands of miles away. He's not going to go travel. He should be fine.
So currently we are planning on it, but if we don't, you know the reason. Like,
yeah,
we're planning on it. We might not have an announcement before. It might be one of those things like, fuck, like something's happening this day, or like maybe one of us gets tied up with family and lasts longer than we think. It's rather spend time with the family on Thanksgiving than to do that. But
I'd rather this, but
I'm fucking tight knit Sicilian fucking family. Family is everything. So, and Fergus are my family too. You're now my family. Fucking deal with it. So, and it's a problem.
Which it actually brings up one of the things that I expect will go on for if we're all at Anthrocon. It won't entirely be us like showing up as a crew to do a show. It'll be mostly like, how well can we deal with each other in person? Some of us have places that like could handle a lot of us. Could the future be everybody gets together and actually like works in person in studio stuff.
Yeah, we got to do
That would
it.
be so freaking cool. And
If-
It would be so cool. So I'm like, this could easily just be how well can we all deal with each other?
Yeah, so we got that. We got a lot of stuff coming up, like more and more stuff. And going into the next season, we're planning even more stuff, especially with your support. We're very grateful for all the subscribers that we have. Actually, this is way more than I ever thought we would have giving us money for the fucking talking about poop. We have so much support. I don't know.
It's amazing that
I don't like
we
how
have
much support your poop gets.
we have. Well, you don't like that we're getting support, but then you're telling us to support it with fiber.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing isn't healthy.
And none of our bodies have ever been healthy. We're Americans.
I'm not healthy. So
You're killing your mother.
Yeah.
I have more lumps on my body than I should, and no medical insurance to check them.
So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Please support us in the ways you can. Obviously, we know not everyone has fucking money to give. Just support us. Show us your support in any way, shape, or form. Engagement, or giving your Bezos sub to us or something like that. Just gives us that extra support. We know what we're doing is good. We can continue doing this and continue to expand and hopefully have better content than poop knives. But
also, your support helps us make poop because
Better
we get
content
food.
than, don't,
yes,
don't,
help,
don't
it
give
helps
them
keep
credit for your poop.
it help keeps the poop factory rolling.
Please say something else to end it other than that.
I feel like y'all are gonna need an age at some point at this rate.
Oh, this is
Are
poop
you
is a funny word.
volunteering?
But
Fucking child. Poop is a funny word. Get the fuck out of here.
it is though. It is.
We had a meeting at one point that ended with him like, "Hey, check out this old YouTube video. It's called Make Poop."
Yes.
We listened to a song called Make Poop, and then immediately after, the song Detachable Penis.
I am an adult. I am an adult.
I wish I wasn't.
If Wolf
Yeah.
has taught me anything, the only thing that's true about being an adult is the fact that I can now go to the store and buy cake whenever I want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, any time of year.
No
any day.
occasion needed. You want cake?
Nope.
Have it now.
It's yours. You're an adult.
You
Aging
have
is
money.
mandatory.
Spend that money how you
Growing up
wish.
is not.
Yes. On that note, we're going to we're going to say good night, everybody. Good night. Thanks for joining us. I have to try and hit these buttons if I can.
I would love if we can finally get to like all of our streams being 4 hours. Could you imagine the stupid shit we'd say after hour
Imagine how
3?
Dude, we
You
started
could start
kind of
a fucking
normal. We
infomercial
fucking
on
ended
poop
terrible.
knives.
So good night, everybody. See you on Thursday. Hopefully, we'll have a very good game stream, Thanksgiving game stream. We'll share our turkeys with you. Goodbye.